Welcome into DNVR Bets Daily, a Friday edition of the show. And Andre, do you smell that?
Yeah, it's wins. You smell wins?
That's me. I'm cooking.
You're cooking.
I am cooking 6 wins in a row for me personally. Now, strayed away a little bit on the college basketball stuff last night. That's okay. That's okay. I honestly was so locked in on the football game, and you could hear it in my voice. Like, if you go back and listen to when it came to me that Chargers and the over was hitting, the smart listeners all pounced on that immediately because you could just hear it in my voice. I was so dialed in on that game. Everything I said about that game was correct, top to bottom. And I think I won 8 units off that game alone.
I contemplated a lot of buyouts at halftime.
I didn't get offered any buyouts. I was waiting for my Chargers buyout to save me from this mess, and it never came.
A lot of Marcus Mariota scared me. He came in. He looked good. I was really happy I took that hook. I really thought for a while this was going to end up being Raiders winning by 3 points. And the money line bettors really getting hurt. And in the end, overtime saved us. Was a little tight because I had the Chargers spread and the Raiders under 27.5. A little tight in that first overtime possession. That was almost too close for comfort, but we survived and we are here. I mean, the Josh Jacobs, that was a lock. The Herbert, more passing yards than Carr. I mean, obviously a lock.
Usually betting on teams with good quarterbacks is fun. There was absolutely nothing fun about being on the Chargers side last night. It was agony, start to finish.
I agree.
That's what being on the Chargers side is like, yes.
I ended up coming away with so much sadness for the few Chargers fans that exist out there.
Luckily,
they finally have a quarterback. I guess they had a quarterback forever, and they still never did anything. And now they're just going to repeat that cycle all over again.
Yeah, quarterbacks aren't the problem.
Yeah.
Dan Fouts, Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, Justin Herbert. They've got options at quarterback. They traded out of the Mike Vick pick. They've had options. They just stink.
They're just cursed.
Yeah.
Except for last night, somehow they had it. I for sure thought that Herbert fumble, I saw it leave his hands. I'm like, Raiders are recovering this, and the curse will live strong. I will say, Justin Herbert made some incredible plays. He went up in my book last night like this, trending up. End of the game, Field Mike picks him up yelling, I got in. And I was like, oh, we're off the deep end. I'm back to out on Justin Herbert. That was the whiniest thing I've ever heard.
He really was whining a lot.
It sounded like a 14-year-old freshman at, the Saturday morning JV game.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. Wrong.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for the money, Justin.
Austin is in here saying, thank God for overtime. Overtime won me every bet.
That's true. We needed overtime for the Justin Herbert over on passing yards, which thanks a lot to the Raiders for killing 11 minutes of clock on a drive, or else that would have hit easy. But then we did need the overtime. Josh Jacobs over Eckler, that was yours.
Yeah,
thank you for that. That got a little close. I was worried when it went to overtime that maybe Eckler would break off a big one.
They were tied at 60 at one point.
Yeah.
Very
scary.
When it looked like an automatic win for the entire game.
And then, of course, overtime with 10 points, and overtime helps us hit the over. So we needed a little help.
We did.
But when do you ever not need a little help in this game?
That's exactly right. Yeah, what really upset me was not getting my Kalen Balash over 21.5. He got the carries. He couldn't take care of it, though.
Yeah, and they
what
really
upset
only
me
used him in the red zone.
Was not making any money back or any money on first touchdown.
Yeah, you didn't get your insurance.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, so she picked Darren Waller and Austin Eckler.
But she insured Eckler.
Eckler.
But I didn't know. I thought it was both.
You wouldn't have changed it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But Professor Dre said Eckler for sure, and I believed that.
Eckler looked good.
And I lost 2 units. I'm very upset about it.
2 units on touchdown bets, not the advice we would give out. So that's on you, not on us, Allie. But
all of it is on you because I would never advise anyone to take a first touchdown bet.
they clearly should have just given it to Eckler multiple times in the red zone.
And they
Instead,
did at the
gave
very
it to
beginning.
Balazs, and he couldn't take care of business.
Yep.
Terrible.
Balazs the Mirage.
Balazs the Mirage. Seton Hall also nice W for me.
Okay,
That's
so
2.5.
college basketball. If you took those picks, we're sorry. You were big on Kansas.
Texas Tech.
Sorry,
beat
you were
Kansas.
big on fading Kansas because
Yeah.
Kansas was the cheese.
Yeah.
And sometimes the
Mm-hmm.
cheese, wins. Just like parlays sometimes hit.
10 minutes left in the second half, I look like a genius, and then it kind of wilted away.
And then the other one I really liked was Omaha on the second night of a back-to-back going up to Laramie.
good.
I don't even know what happened, but you told me that.
Yeah,
you
they
took
like
it,
barely
lost.
won by 6, the Cowboys did.
That's a shame.
Very disappointing.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Mavericks versus Cowboys. Maybe there was some sort of juju there that we missed out on.
Yeah. You might be onto something.
So, anyways, fun night. Incredible Thursday night football game. Like just the type of quality I want on Thursday.
It was
Two
excellent.
teams kind of trying to suck it away.
Yeah, we've been spoiled. I mean, the last 2 primetime games, you can't get any better as a better than last week's Monday night, the Poofecta, and then the Thursday game with the Duck Bowl. Back-to-back. Phenomenal primetime stuff. from
Marcus
the NFL.
Mariota, is he
He's
risen?
He's the new Tannehill, yes. Officially.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Same team.
Derek Carr will be the next Mariota. Whoever he supplants will be the next Derek Carr. The cycle will go on forever, right?
Drew Lock.
Probably, but I don't think the Broncos would take Derek Carr. But I've seen crazier things.
I think they would if they had the opportunity.
Oh boy.
Not that I'm endorsing that, although not that I'm not endorsing that. I just haven't thought about it enough yet.
Wow, a non-endorsement. You don't get those every
The
day.
double non-endorsement. It's like we're talking parlays over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Rarefied air.
Okay, let's we've got college football tonight and I am hyped. Love the slate. Absolutely adore the slate.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay, people taking notes at home. Ryan's voice is giving you hints already. Guide us, Ryan. Take us down this road.
Buffalo minus 13.
I stupidly did research. And damn, Ball State kind of seems juicy.
Tell me.
I worry that Buffalo is the juice. Now, the Buffalo's all about their running game. Patterson, best running back in the country, statistically speaking. Only guy averaging more yards per game than Jarek Broussard. Going against Ball State, who is not Ball So Hard State. We've kind of been fading them all year, doing pretty good, at least a profit. But their run defense only allowing 3.9 yards per game. And Mac Truthers would tell you that the better quarterback lies on that Ball State side. So, the big spread in December conference game
No thanks.
has me torn.
No thanks. Just ride with me. It's Buffalo. Nebraska. They're taking on Rutgers. You just fade Nebraska when they're heavy favorites.
What's the spread on that
7.
one? Oh, jeez, that's Nebraska minus 7. That's cheese.
Oh, you think? Yeah, I mean, I don't care what it is. I live and die with fading Nebraska when they are favorited.
Let's move to 6.5. Yeah, there you go. Good
And
call.
I can't get a money line on this, which is there it is, plus 200.
Plus 200.
Sprinkle.
The old sprinkle.
I advise a
Remember,
sprinkle.
kids, sprinkle is less than a half unit. A half unit's a half unit. A sprinkle is a sprinkle. Don't mix your sprinkles with your half units. You will get yourself in trouble.
It's true.
Allie did this yesterday, trying to blame us. No siree, Bob.
No, siree, Bob.
Not
Okay.
happening. Yeah.
Now I just realized we have juice, cheese, and sprinkles. We've got like 3 out of 5 elements of a young child's birthday party.
There you go. That is essentially this show. It does have a 1-year-old's birthday party vibe.
Speaking of 1-year-old birthday parties, you and fading the Sweet Boys.
Yes, the Sweet Boys. They are so profitable to fade. It is truly magical. And then another important note, right as the show was ending, ominous comment from RK saying, you are too confident in these games. And in fact, all those college basketball
Yeah.
They failed us.
I'm not taking any responsibility. Well, I
No,
was
I
never
mean-
taking responsibility for Kansas.
But that was that was foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing this show. No better writing than the writing that's in this show. The character development, the plot twists, and now even the foreshadowing. You are too confident in Buffalo. Take him plus 13 Ball State.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
A perfect amount of confidence in them.
Go back to the tape, folks. I think just a smidge too overconfident.
No. Anyways, I like Rutgers plus 7. Can't
Yep.
believe I'm even saying that, but
Love it.
Nebraska heavy favorite. Fade them.
That's a great call.
And then Oregon and USC. So I received a exclusive odds boost from the good folks at DraftKings
Must
Sportsbook.
be nice.
They said that I can have I can have USC at plus 300. Now, it's a $10 max bet, so I've got a small hedge opportunity right now.
Yeah.
And that, of course, would net me about $10. So, I can guarantee myself a $10 profit and just move on. But that's not doing it for me because I'm going to watch the game.
Your empire wasn't built on $10 profits.
Exactly. Exactly. So I'm going to watch the game. I don't like to hedge away all opportunities.
Breaking news. He's going to watch this one. So already this is a big one.
Well, I'm just saying I don't hedge games that I don't watch.
Yeah, no,
I don't hedge games that I watch just
Right.
clean because I want to be able to just hedge and walk away. And then end of the night, oh, look, my account grew.
One of your best gambling rules of all.
There you go.
Is because it's true. People get caught up. Then you've got the hedge. You start watching. You start to talk yourself into ways to middle it, into double hedges on the live bet.
But
Trouble.
with that
That's
being
trouble.
said, I'm interested in getting myself into some just Friday night.
Let's go.
I'm gonna do some drinking and get myself into trouble.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you
I don't like the plus 125 for Oregon. I do like Oregon to win this game. Why? Because everything goes wrong for the Pac-12, and this would be the wrong thing for the Pac-12. They have dug their grave, and now it's time for them to lay in it.
Yeah.
And so that's what's happening tonight. Oregon's going to win. It's going to mess up all the conference's hopes of, I don't know, just legitimacy, I guess. They're not going to the college football playoff. Only chance they would have had is to give USC the buffs at some point, which they never did, and even that wouldn't have been enough. So, Oregon plus 125. I am going to do something dangerous.
Nice.
Something very dangerous, Andre.
Okay.
I'm going to do a little live line hedge because that's going to keep me very engaged as I watch this football game.
Indeed it will.
I want to see Oregon get over plus 150. That's what I'm sitting on. That's what I'm waiting for.
Huh.
The second that it happens, I will pounce. I'm hoping that you just get USC wins the toss. They get the rock or lose the toss, whatever. Get the rock, go down, score. That'll get it over plus 150 with a little 7-0 lead on a 3-point spread. Probably even more than that, closer to 200. And I'll immediately hedge. Probably come away with like $15.
Not bad.
And then I'll play this. I really do think Oregon's winning the game, but I had to take that plus 300 to ensure myself at least safety.
I could see Oregon winning this. I certainly could. I could definitely. What I see unfolding is a classic push. I wouldn't bet the spread unless you're buying a half point, because that's what happens with USC. They get behind, then they come back and they win by like 3. So I will probably be doing the opposite. I'm waiting for them to go down, and then I'll live bet that money line because I hate this spread. Absolutely despise it. I've never seen a spread that I was more confident would push than this one.
You could probably bet that. I don't know how.
Yeah.
You do the let's just see. In the interest.
There we go. We can slate.
Game
We
lines.
don't talk them out enough. We're talking this stuff out. So
I thought it would be in game lines. It's got to be in. Maybe you can't in this. Team
because what were
props.
you thinking?
Well, you can in big games. Usually, you can bet on the margin of victory. So you could just bet on USC to win by like 1-3 or something and get a little extra juice. But I'm not seeing it here. Sorry. Game lines. Yep,
It's a good idea though.
Sorry. I don't think this is gonna push because I think that Oregon is gonna win the football game.
Yep.
But I do want to hedge this off in a way that could be exciting. You know what I might do, Andre?
What?
Is use the hedge as almost a free bet. So
Yeah.
not actually hedge for profit, hedge for protection. Because I know that if USC wins, I can win $30 on my $10 bet.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of have like a $30 free bet that I might just put on Oregon once their live line goes up a little bit.
Yeah. This is a bit of betting. Once you do it that way,
Yes,
though,
yes, it
that's
is.
a little betting against
That
yourself,
is
which
betting
is
you.
what
Well,
we
but
warned
if you have
against,
like
yes.
plus 155 or something, and then you can put 30 down to win, what did that be, 70 something? Now you're not. Well, you are betting against yourself, but worst case scenario is you come out even.
The realization I'm coming to in all this, genius move by DraftKings to offer this promotion to you.
Yeah, they've got me all twisted up.
They've got you, and one way or another, they're making money off you.
No,
so well played,
I'm making money off
DraftKings.
them.
I sure hope so, my friend. I sure hope so.
I do too.
Austin is asking, did Ryan just talk money and not units?
Well, it's a
LOL.
$10 max.
With a max bet, you can talk money and not units because it is understood.
Right, because it's not a full.
In fact, in such a case, it is your obligation to speak money and not units. If not, you would be giving away what your units are.
Exactly.
Which, again, gentlemen don't do that.
No.
Okay. We have a bunch of questions
It's
in
like
the
asking
comments.
a woman what her age is.
Not done, people.
We've got, do you guys like West Virginia minus 8.5? 1.
Oh, we're moving on to Saturday.
1H. What does that mean?
That first half.
First half.
I don't even know who they're
okay.
playing. I don't like it.
Is this basketball we're talking about?
Oh, it's got to be basketball.
Okay, so West Virginia,
So that's got to be tonight then.
you would think.
Damn, BYU's beating
Oh, yeah,
San Diego
against
State.
Iowa State. Do they like West Virginia minus 15?
Minus 8.5. This says first half.
In the, no, I don't.
Nope.
No?
No,
Okay.
I don't not like it. I just don't have enough information to
No,
like it.
I think Iowa State's sneaky, but
Zach is saying goats right here.
Thank you, sir.
Antonio says, I have a 7-game NCAA basketball parlay going tonight. Wish me luck.
Hit that
Antonio.
next one too, because yesterday Zach was saying the loophole was to fade me, yet somehow he took my Chargers.
Zach
money
is saying
line
shout out to the
over
Chargers
parlay.
money line and over parlay.
I mean that over was pesky.
All
That
of it
over
was
was
pesky.
But
That was like the sweated out bet of the week.
oh,
Nothing about it was easy.
I wish. I'm sure
Okay.
they have some much greater sweat.
Austin has 2 questions for you.
Okay.
Thoughts on odds boost, Marshall USC, Buffalo win, CBB, or CFB upset for free bet?
Oh right, did you see this one?
No.
Place a $25 money line bet on any underdog and get a $10 free bet in college. So I was actually thinking, hear me out on this as we're talking hedges, and what if I just put a $25 bet on Oregon money line right now? Then I guarantee myself the free bet there. If USC wins, that's a that's still a profit.
Yes, that's your play.
All right.
That's so clearly.
Can we
your
do
play.
live bets? Because
Wow. Oh man.
includes
This-
live bets. So I can still do my slow play.
This is my jam.
Oh, I know.
Calling upsets on college football is what I live for. You've probably heard me say other things are what I live for on these airwaves before. It doesn't matter. This is what I live for. Wow. Has to be a money line bet?
Yes, has to be a money line upset. That's what that's. You always think that just picking
Just taking the
just
plus,
taking the dog
plus,
as some
right.
sort of upset. That's not.
Tulsa plus 460. Notre Dame plus 275. Have my interest peaked. You know what's really going to happen, right?
What is that, Dre?
I've seen this all unfold before. USC is going to win. We're going to have a little chaos in the ACC, which is really the only championship game of the 4 teams that are currently ranked in the top 4 that matters. And everyone's getting ready for the debate. But what's going to happen is Tennessee is going to beat Texas A&M, restoring order. And USC will be left out because the Pac-12 just gets dunked on at all.
Because they have no leadership.
So Tennessee plus 460 could see that as a real juicy upset this weekend.
I like that. That's
Four-
really
4:30,
you're really
4:30.
digging deep for that one.
Well, go Vols.
I don't hate San Jose State.
I mean, so much so that San Jose State being the dog against Boise State. Cheesy. Classic
Interesting.
cheese.
You hate them then.
No, I don't. Once in a while, you, like Kansas yesterday, you actually are rewarded for taking the cheese. This is just a classic aged cheddar, the higher ranked team with the better record coming in against the team that historically is better and you assume has the better depth and the better talent.
Fair. That's a fun one though. That is a fun one. I
Yes,
might
that's
just
a
use
fun
it
one for
tonight
sure.
and like
It is only Austin
Plus
is saying I think
188.
the bet is only good for tonight.
Oh. Let's read the terms.
Andrew
Yep,
is
any game on 12-18.
Man.
You can
Andrew
do
is
basketball,
saying
though, too,
he
if you-
likes Rutgers money line for the bet, but
Ooh.
Nebraska.
Right.
That's the swinging for the fences.
It's swinging for the fences.
My
plus
play here is like
200.
laying down a bunt. It's like a super hedge.
Yeah.
Like there's like 7 different ways for me to profit.
Yours is anything can happen in the Middle American Conference. Ball State plus 400.
Who's your
I'm
what's
not
your
gonna tell you not to do it because I could see it happening.
what's your favorite thing that you guys what's your favorite team you're going to talk about today for bets?
Oh, for a graphic. I
What? Buffalo? I don't know.
You know who, staying on brand for not taking the cheese. I think the cheesiest game of the entire slate is San Francisco -3 at Dallas. So I would put Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle. NFC East, incredibly profitable.
Well, let's jump into the NFL. Just give me a couple quick ones that you like because we're going to be doing a whole segment on this tomorrow morning on the tailgate. By the way, tomorrow afternoon on the tailgate, I should say. 1 o'clock tailgate tomorrow. We'll talk about the entire Saturday and Sunday slate during that. So just give me a couple quick hitters in the NFL, and we'll make our way through the rest of these slates.
Dallas +3 for sure.
Before you do that, shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook,
Shouts
where
to
you
them.
can get just an email where they say, hey, would you like this odds boost tonight on USC? And you're like, oh, yeah, I would love that.
Yep.
And they're like, cool, you can have it. And you're like, thanks a lot. I'm going to take it. And then they're like, good, I hope you do. And then you're like, I think I am. And they're like, all right, well, you have a good night. And then you're like, you guys have a good night too. And then they say, hey, we love you. And you say, well, thank you. I think I love you too. And, then things really go from there.
That's right. And then you got to talk it out with your friends and figure out, how do I hedge this?
Oh, goodness.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So anyways, go to DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the code DNVR when you sign up to get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000.
Oh, yeah.
That is a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you use the code DNVR at sign-up. Of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25x. Playthrough restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700.
Where's this upset? I'll find it.
What upset?
The college upset.
Oh, you don't have it? Jeez.
I'm not seeing
Tough scene.
Ryan. I'm not seeing it,
Here, let me see.
Daniel.
Talk on your mic, please.
We're on our mics.
No.
Yeah. So anyways, I love the Cowboys because I hate them. And that just seems like classic bait. The Niners.
You've already opted in.
Well, I opt into everything. When possible, I opt into everything. So I like that. I like the Cowboys. They're super cheesy.
Max is in the comments saying he got his plus 75 on Brooklyn Christmas Day. Thanks, DNVR Moneybag.
Speaking of Brooklyn, Kevin Durant odds to win the MVP, kind of juicy. I like New Orleans +3 as well. That the Chiefs -3, super cheesy. And we got to talking a little football. The logistics of it makes sense, and how the Saints are going to try to operate, really milk the clock, keep them off the field. And if Mahomes doesn't hit some big plays, you could see a few 3-and-outs, and that could really play into the Saints. So It's insane. I hate it, but that's why I love it. And then finally, primetime Cincinnati plus 13. YPP says the Bengals should only be plus 4.
Ooh.
And
Brandon Allen, spread covering machine.
he is as insane as that sounds. And Steelers just aren't the same team that they were earlier in the year.
No, I think Ben is a little banged up.
Yeah.
That's just what happens to him.
Yes.
He's like a car in like a demolition derby,
Yeah.
just smashing around, and as it gets down, it's like vroom, vroom,
It's a good
vroom.
analogy.
He is the official quarterback of vroom.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just love the Cardinals -6 against the Eagles. I'm sorry, Allie.
I will not be talking to you on Sunday.
That's okay.
My numbers say that line is spot on. Should be -6 cards.
Well,
But they don't. The numbers don't know about Jalen Hurts.
it's at least 1 point off.
Well, let's hope.
Broncos continuously shifting, Andre, all the way down to +5 at this point. What to make of it, I don't know. But we'll talk a lot about that tomorrow on the tailgate.
Can I tell you this?
You can tell me whatever you want.
My numbers say the Broncos should actually be favored at home in this one.
Woo!
Zach is asking Broncos over 20.5 team total -135 max unit.
I don't know what that means.
I'll pull it up so you guys can see.
Yeah, I think so. I think over 20.5.
But tune in for the tailgate. Almost fell.
I don't know. The Bills are a really good defense. I hope that's right. I'm not convicted.
They're not great like they used to be, though. Hammer it. Don't worry about it. The fact that we're uncomfortable about it is the best advice you could get. So
Nuggets blew out the Trailblazers the other night.
They did, Ryan.
Tonight, they're only 5-point favorites preseason. I'm shocked with how much they play the players in the preseason.
Well, different preseason. This is like 90% of the prep they get is these preseason games.
I know. I was blown away. Like I'm so used to the NFL where you get the starters for like a minute.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Not this year. My advice to you: don't bet preseason anything, especially NBA.
My advice to you: scared money don't make money.
That's true. That is true.
Okay. UFC. What do you got for me?
Yeah. Pretty Boy Thompson here in the mix. Let's see.
I don't want anyone named Pretty Boy.
Yep. You should. You shouldn't.
Steven Thompson versus Geoff. Probably pronounced Jeff Neal. That is a lame name headliner.
Yeah, and Jeff Neal he's one of those guys. He does everything well. He's really hard to knock out. He's not super exciting. And Thompson's one of these like rare guys who's in a real like karate type stance. He's trying to keep you at a distance.
+130 to go the distance.
Automatic.
Love
Automatic.
Love it.
The real fight is Jose Aldo versus Marlon Vera. Again, like much sexier former champion.
Is that
in
two
Aldo.
Brazilian fighters?
No, Vera's from Venezuela.
Oh, okay.
Vera's the Venezuelan. +120 for Vera. He doesn't excite me. I gotta go with Aldo on that one. So yeah, and then Marlon Morales. I don't even understand how he's so low on this card.
Is this guy's name Chaos? Chaos Williams?
Chaos Williams, yeah. Not familiar with Chaos Williams.
I want him already. Greg Hardy's in action.
Greg Hardy in action.
That's distance.
Yeah, it probably is.
+135.
Yeah, you're going to get all this juice, but then Hardy, we know, like, he's so not technically proficient. He can't really, like, pounce. And I like Morales. I like the -155. I think you're getting good value there, so yeah.
All right, what else stands out to you? We didn't really talk about Saturday college football, if there's anything that you like there.
I think we must. I will be parlaying the over on the Oklahoma game and the Sooners -5.5. Iowa State as a higher ranked dog is classic bait. Iowa State won in the regular season. Oklahoma's due. Anytime I get to pick between Lincoln Riley and Matt Campbell and I get less than a touchdown to pick Lincoln Riley, I take the money and I run, and I will parlay with the over happily.
Stanford getting 7 against UCLA. I like that.
You like UCLA.
Nope. I like Stanford. Stanford has been sneakily good.
Smart.
And
so is UCLA.
I know.
But
that's why it's going to be a close game.
Yeah. Okay. Beautiful.
Florida and Alabama. Was it you? No, it was Hank. Sweet little Hank.
Sweet Hank. What did he say?
He said he thinks Florida's going to keep it close.
Man, I could see that, but it's probably what we were saying on the draft pod. It's probably Bama 40-28, which is also an underplay because the total set at 76 kids.
Okay, here's what you're going to do.
These coaches and these defenses are too well paid and too talented, wink, wink, to give up 76 in this one. I know they're probably the two best offenses in the country. I get it. There's probably all three Heisman finalists are playing in this one game.
Kyle Pitts?
I was thinking Trask, Mac Jones, Devontae Smith.
Oh, right. I forgot about Devontae Smith. They have so many.
Who might be the favorite. Which, again, could probably get good odds on that. We could check that in a second.
So there's no spread in the first quarter. They are on to me on that.
Oh, shoot. They definitely are. And they're on to me with the under because that's moved a 1.5. But I like the under here.
I think you just take the under and walk away.
Yep.
Although I do think that Alabama covers the 17.
Slightly more likely than Florida covering. Yes, I'd agree on that.
What I think is Florida is not – I don't think Florida's offense is going to be able to do what they think they're going to be able to do.
Probably not. That's why I like the under.
Yeah.
I mean, and what I was saying was like, it's not like Saban woke out of bed Monday and was like, who are we playing this week? Oh, yeah, Florida, right? SEC championship. No, he's been studying this offense for 2 months. They know exactly what they're going to do to stop Pitts. They know exactly what they're doing to stop Tooney. They've been studying Kyle Trask, and they know exactly what to do to make him uncomfortable. And it's why these offenses in general won't be performing as well as they typically do.
Total points by Florida over under 28.5.
Here's what scares me.
So they've got this game 28-45.
Yeah.
Or 29-46.
Again, I think 40-28, which is why Florida plus 17 looks a little juicier. The one thing that concerns me about Bama, they've done nothing but blow teams out for 2 months straight.
Mm-hmm.
When you do that, you get a little uncomfortable when things are tight. You're just not used to playing in tight games anymore.
I almost think that Florida takes an early lead.
Yes. And that's this is another one similar to the SC game. Don't mess with the spread. Live line it.
This is a very good live line candidate.
Yeah.
What time does it start? Will we be done with the Broncos game by the time that goes on? 6 o'clock. Perfect. That's what we like. All right. Is that good? We good?
Well, Notre Dame, Clemson. Basically, the quarterfinals to the playoffs.
Yes, Notre Dame, Clemson. Clemson, wow, they moved 3.5 points since earlier in the week. They started at 7-point faves.
I'm torn.
You know, confidence goes a long way in games like this. In Notre Dame wakes up tomorrow morning and says, we're beating Clemson today.
Yeah.
Not a single doubt in their mind about it.
Yeah.
I don't think they do.
No, money line. Clemson wins this, yes.
I think they cover the 10.5.
I do too. I think they're the better team in the trenches on both sides of the ball, and I think they're the better defense.
You got to believe
Clemson not as good defense.
I don't think like Notre Dame knows they can beat Clemson.
Oh, they did it.
Florida, those guys are waking up with a little doubt in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not.
Right.
They're like, oh, it's Alabama.
Yeah. Dan Mullen might have confidence. He's done it before. Everyone else in that locker room, though.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott ain't walking through that door, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, and then, of course, the Buffs. Oh, wait, no. The Buffs aren't in action because the Pac-12 is a joke. Specifically, Larry Scott.
Shouts, Larry.
Don't take the cheese. Win your bets. Yep. And have yourselves a great Friday night. We'll be with you in just mere hours.
It's true.
On the tailgate tomorrow. Less than 24 hours away.
We don't have lines
too much
yet.
football to
we
be.
don't have lines yet, too.
And just too much football to be.
It's
you know, that's like last
it's
night.
true.
You know, I gave out these basketball picks. I didn't even take them because what am I doing? I'm watching football.
What a guy. It's true, though. It's true.
All right. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow on the tailgate, 1 o'clock. Come join us. It'll be fun.